All right, everybody. You're listening to the Grindcore and Ska Enthusiast podcast, episode 29, interview number 3, with special guest Michael Islas. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. And he's the lead singer of a punk band, oi band from California called Bonecrusher. And we're going to shoot the shit, ask him some questions, and have some fun. Say what's up, Michael.
What's up? How you doing?
For sure. All right. Before Bonecrusher, were you in the punk scene before that?
Never in any band. Obviously, just when it goes as a band, but never sang or in a band.
Okay, so you're just a fan.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I would. Yeah, with my cousin, like play guitar. My cousin would play drums, so we would always just, kind of mess around that way, but never, nothing ever came up with it.
For sure. Speaking of your bio, did you have any music in your household?
Other than just listen to it, but never as far as musicianship, I guess you could say. Like for me, playing guitar, getting into guitar was cool because of my cousin that played them. I just hang out at his house, and if he had a guitar, just kind of playing around. So I'll just kind of pick it up and mess with it, and just taught myself how to play. So not like professional, I never took any classes or anything, which looking back probably should have, or probably can still. But messing with them, and then just finally bought some electric guitar, and then just have with them, and then help them with it.
So when you were little, like your parents didn't play records or something like that?
They would play music, but at the time it was mainly like my mom, because every time she'd take me and my brother and my sister around, we were just playing in the car. My dad, we had records, but he didn't really play them. And, we had like a kind of a stereo. My brother and I would kind of mess with. And we would put our CDs and just listen to it at that night. So it was really, I think more of the musical influence came more from my cousin and my brother, because I had a lot of older cousins. So a lot of the music that I actually grew up listening to was more like hip hop. Like at the time, the Wu-Tang Clan, Ice I stuff like that. And my brother had a friend, and I guess around elementary school, almost like middle school, we used to hang out at his house, and he would listen to a lot of rock at that time, especially 90s stuff. So because of him, that's when I got into the Doors and AC/DC and stuff like that. So the more of the music, maybe it wasn't really my focus to say, but all the influences and music, friends or family.
For sure. Do you remember your first concert you ever attended?
The first one I ever attended, actually, I think for me was Blacks of the Black show over at Universal Amphitheater in LA, which turned into the Gift Net, not every Land or something at Universal Studios.
Right.
So it was basically a festival that bands put together. There was bands like Fatima, Lucina Coil, Opeth, Nile, Super Joint Ritual, and then they had the Well types of concert everyone did.
What year was that?
That was May of 2003.
Oh wow! So you didn't go to any concerts before that?
No, I know. At that time, I think I was probably maybe 13, 14, somewhere around there. So prior to that, I never went. My brother was going to shows at Jeff's friends own a punk band called the Magic Johnson school. So we would go to shows and everything, but that was like my first specific show that I went with my brother. And then from that point, that's when I kind of went off the rails in a sense of going to a lot of shows after that.
So your brother has a big part of your music career, correct?
Yeah, absolutely. Especially right when I was around teenager time, that's when my brother would always bring home make money, not really going to buy, albums and stuff. So to bring it home and start listening to it. So for me, all that fun stuff really kind of came right at my teenager years of my interest in it. So it kind of worked out perfectly. I was actually probably closer around 11, 12 around that time. So, the perfect time to get me to that.
So from 2003, you picked up the Music Bug concerts and you started attending shows from there, correct?
Correct. Mm-hmm.
For sure. And all right. And you said you never played instruments before that, but you sing, right? You sing for Bonecrusher. Is that correct?
Correct. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Or yell, whatever you want to say.
Right. All right. So that goes for the bio. Let's talk about Bonecrusher history.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So Bonecrusher, it's kind of funny. I never seen them live ever, right? And they've been around since 1994. Is that correct?
Yeah, like 93, 94.
Yeah, I was looking up doing my homework, and it says they were called the Crusher before. Was that correct?
I think maybe just haven't crushed me. So the bass player and guitar player Clyde, bass player Mike, originally they were in a band in the 80s called Big Children, and they were kind of out of like Dana Park, Montana area. So they would play for a few years, and then Bonecrusher pretty much kind of formed because, of course, drugs or whatever, they didn't have their stints in jail and so forth. And the bass player Mike, he met the singer, the first singer for Bonecrusher, Rainbow, met him, I think, like at a halfway house or something, and just happened to hear him sing. And but he had asked him, hey, you ever played a band or anything before? He was like, no, I wouldn't sing. And he was like, dude, we should put together a band. So the first one actually was a band called Mindfulness. Mm-hmm. And it was our current guitar player, George Walsh, started Bonecrusher, the Pig Children drummer, Johnny Cat, and Rainbow and Mike. And so it was a band called Mindfulness. And we think we did something called Warpath. So there was Mind Circuit, and then pretty much turned into Bonecrusher right around that time.
And Bonecrusher, it's an oi band, correct?
Yeah, it's just pretty much like rock and roll or punk. Like it's kind of fell into that oi genre style. I would say, like, if you listen to the first album, World of Pain, it kind of goes almost like mixed with like punk, but also more like that kind of 90s rock that has more like a groove to it. It just kind of is what it is, and I love that album. I think in the early part, kind of started getting in once they made their other album, Working for Nothing. And I think that's where it got a lot of like skinhead, oi, European that kind of culture. And I think that's what kind of got pushed into that genre, so to speak. And I guess I would say most of our fans are all from like all the skinhead, oi scene, basically.
So Bonecrusher is pretty big in Europe with the skinhead culture. Is that correct?
Yeah, exactly. So all like that working class skinhead oi scene, basically. Yeah, it's pretty big in Europe. So.
Yeah, I was looking up some flyers and I've seen Bonecrusher on like some like oi festivals, played with Agnostic Front and Blank 77. I was like, oh shit, all right. So they've been around everywhere.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's kind of like you mentioned, they've been around for a long time, but they never really played a lot of shows, and I think part of it was attributed to like a lot of them just going in and out of jail and so forth. And then as they got older, of course they all were working at the time, so they'll still work obviously, but that's why I think they was like limited as far as playing. Like they'll play here and there, and then years later, kind of pick it up to this day. Where sometimes, the band would play, it would pretty much be like once or twice a year, maybe, as far as locally. A lot of times, with here in Europe, we just come back. So, basically, like you said, it's kind of correct. Where band's been around for a while, but never, like, consistently playing like all the time.
And I was looking to the Discogs of Bonecrusher, and they did a split with Oxymoron, huh?
Yeah, that noise one, or noise overload. That's the noise overload.
Noise overdose. It says.
Yeah, exactly. They did that one, and then he also did another cover for kind of oxymoron, like tribute album that's similar pieces of it.
Right.
So yeah, good friends with the super.
That's pretty fucking dope. When I was investigating you guys, I was like, oh shit, oxymoron. That's like one of my favorite 90s oi bands and shit, you know?
Yeah.
And I was listening to World of Pain. Is that what's it called?
Yeah, the first album.
Yeah, I think that album is like probably like the best stuff I've been listening to you guys so far, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's my favorite. That's like my go-to album as well, like all the time.
Yeah.
Like the first album, how the sound of it, and the recording of it, and just the songs themselves, kind of like, yeah. I agree. That's like my favorite one.
Yeah, exactly. I agree with that. I was like, I think on yesterday, I just turned it on before sleeping and put the earphones on. I was like, damn, dude, whoever produced this did a fucking good job.
Yeah, definitely would. I forgot what studio was produced there. I think I had asked you for the past. I'm sure they told me. I don't remember, but yeah, I think the same thing. Like you hear that today and it still sticks out compared to like maybe other events. And that really was not to knock out recordings or anything. It was just the quality of it, but just the way whoever produced it, like you said, it's like hey, yeah, and it comes through powerful, which is good. Like everything sticks out, like drumming. To the bass, guitars, and then of course the label vocals on that album was really successful.
Yeah, one of my favorite songs is "Heart of Stone."
Yeah, yep, that was a cool one.
Do you play those songs sometimes when you play?
Sometimes, yeah. Like I know, I would say probably like in 2016 we actually played more songs off of that. So like usually a lot of the songs on that album that are pretty. I guess on the set list that it's all the time, of course, was Film Star. That's always playing all the time. That's usually our kind of going home song. Poverty is another one. But the other songs we have played live are like World of Pain, which that song, funny enough, it's not on the original album, but really it was on the re-release, like I think in 2000 or so by like the company Devil Doll. And that album was World of Pain, but also came with like 4 extra tracks. So a song called Idiot that we played live. The song World of Pain, which is probably one of my favorite songs. Another one called You Never Will. It was really coming to a couple extra stuff. We played the song Drugstore, Bottom of the Sea. We tried to hold the phone and fire, just like jamming, but never live. So big of the rotation, but over the years.
Yeah, and I forgot what song, but it's like kind of like a slow song, and it reminded me of Danzig too, a little Danzig and Bonecrusher.
It's funny. That's my girlfriend. It could be part of the phone. She said there's like a little breakdown part in it, where you kind of just like go home and we're able to sing, and there's like a more Danzig like. But I think that's what I really liked because honestly, one of the bands that really I got into this time was Danzig. Like this Champagne and Danzig were like the first bands I got like really hard to into. So it's hearing Bonecrusher having some elements of that, it's like really kind of drew me to it. And it's funny too because even at the mics that when you think of Bonecrusher, that's kind of roughly like the sound of kind of within that same realm we were listening to. It's kind of like Danzig style. So.
All right, cool. And you said that they started in 1994 or 93, and you were a little kid, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
You had no idea about Bonecrusher, right?
Yeah, I was probably 6 years old.
Wow, so I'm guessing you're the youngest member of the band right now. Is that correct?
Correct. Yeah. The rest of the band, they're all like in their 15. Mike just turned 61, I'm mistaken.
Wow.
So, yeah, definitely other good. But, I'm 35 right now. So.
You're baby Bonecrusher.
Baby Bonecrusher, yeah, baby Bonecrusher.
And who's in the original Who's in the band right now that's original?
The bass player, Mike, a guitar player, George. So they were the original one that started the band.
Wow.
Our guitar player, Clyde, he was the one that stayed in the band, Cisco, doing this night. And he even played on a lot of singles and recordings in Bonecrusher for like the 90s. For example, like the Angry You, he's on that one. He did all the guitars on the band that album, Working for Nothing. I know a couple other ones too. So members basically have always been kind of like here and there. The consistent one was the Mike as bass player, but member-wise, the both kind of been in and out. And the guitar player George was in the band for like 90. He was on the Working for Nothing album.
Right.
He left the band with them, and the singer label kind of got a fight or he was pissed off at them, so he left the band, played some other bands, and then he came back after that album. And of course, he was a really good guitar player. Left a little bit, came back with the band ever since, obviously.
So there's been multiple members since '94 until now, right?
Correct. Yeah. So the original members was Ramo, Mike, George on guitar, and then they had who was the drummer at the time. But unfortunately, he passed away. And a lot of this you probably have to hit them with the full correct sense. I believe he was in a car accident, but he passed away. And so after him was a drummer that they got named Noah. Like he played same thing on a lot of the singles and I guess with him or another guy who Scott Bass. So they kind of have like a lot of different drummers. Even to this day, I've been in the band, I think we found like 6 drummers or something.
And is Bonecrusher from Orange County, or where they're based from?
Yeah, Orange County area. So, kind of grew up at Buena Park, under this area, like Anaheim, Orange County, all that area.
For sure. So since you're the youngest, how'd you get the call that they needed a singer and all that? Was there a tryout or?
Yeah, so I actually got into kind of like you said earlier. I told my brother Rondo, who was a big influence as far as music goes. So he got into the band from a friend at work, our buddy Chris, who worked at GXH, and so he would also kind of like recommend albums or bands with them. So he gave me some Bonecrusher. My brother would listen to it, and really that's what got my ear. I was like, hey, this band, this band's pretty cool. And so just listening to him kind of, my teenage years, and my brother would go to him live, but I was never old enough to see him because we play a lot of like bar shows, with 21 and over. I never saw him like the first few years. It was like in early 2000, it was like 2002, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
And I think the first time I saw them was around 2016 maybe. They played a festival called, I forgot the name of that. There was some punk rock festival they did in Orange County. And I was nice to finally see them live. I was like 20 at the time. My brother became good friends with me at the time. And we used to hang out quite a bit. And during that period when I first had jumped, the drummer Noah, like in the band kind of in the 90s, he became the singer because during this period around 2000, 2001, the label pretty much like I think he took off and lived in Hawaii. If he was coming from a wall or something was going on, so he just like left the band. And prior to this, he was like in and out of the band as well. So he finally left the band and they didn't really have a singer. So they released like a single, The Good Life. And now when after the bass player Mike sang on the full song, and then one of the songs they had the drummer Noah sing on it. I think they were just kind of testing it out of like, the fuck that we have a single, but we're just going to still make music and release it anyway. And after that, then the drummer Noah basically became the full singer. So, and when they had the Danny Ryan, 2 years pretty much on the 2000s, kind of up to the point when I did that. Then we hang out with him, and Noah had left the band, and they had the singer Rabo back. around 2011, I want to say, 2020.
Mm-hmm.
And so he came back in the band, and released a couple albums, which were the Boulevard of Broken Bones one and the Saints and Heroes album. And right after that Saints and Heroes album, we were able to kind of off in the band. I think they were in the studio actually recording, and they were just going to do like vocal practices. So they kind of had that so to speak. And we're doing vocals, and then like halfway through, he just said, "Yeah, I want to go home." So it was like, okay, well, all right. And then after that, he just kind of disappeared and no one with him or worried about that or anything. So on that point, they were looking for a singer.
Mm-hmm.
And during this time, we're staying out with Brian and stuff, just hanging out on the weekend, whatever. And during that period, of course, we kept asking him, you guys haven't been a singer yet. Mainly being as a fan, so I just wanted to see the fan still continue on.
Right.
But we would try out shoes, whatever, didn't work, this and that, whatever. And it was like that for a few months. And I remember one time we had posted, I think on Facebook or something, like something to the effect of, like, hey, if you guys are anywhere, everybody that's soon, pretty much let me know, I know a band is looking for that. Just kind of kept this tape like that. I was following, and I was like, well, I guess it's kind of looking for a few songs up here. And then I finally took it down and kind of put it after it. And I remember I was listening to that actually, and I finally just thought about it. I was like, what if I just try out? I pretty much kind of know all the words, like,
right.
When I see them live. So I thought about it. I was like, well, maybe I'll get some next because it's county with that summer that we were going out with. We actually was with their mic, or we were with from that brother. And I asked my brother, I was like, hey, dude, like, what do you think about me trying to do some Mongo? And honestly, if he would have told me no, I would have never tried out. I just thought, whatever. But he was told me, like, yeah, fuck that, all right, go for it. So I hit up the drummer and the bass player to say, hey, guys, blah, blah, blah. What's kind of going on in the band? And I've never sang before, never been in a band before. That wants the band to continue on. So if you guys are willing to, I'll throw it out. If it works out, great. And if it doesn't, hopefully I find something. So then Mike would be, so he hit me back up. He was like, yeah, dude, kind of told me a whole stack of as well, all this kind of thing again. And it said, yeah, what's the songs and then what's rock out. He was that good for that. And when he works, he just was like on the stage or whatever, like weeks, months at a time. So I was learning some songs that I looked like my brother-in-law's little amp and microphone they had. I was practicing with that.
Right.
Yeah, never seen it before. I didn't even know what that's how it's going on now. But we were just kind of practicing for that, and then finally we got the audition, so to speak. I just learned like 10 songs, filled up, went through them, and then they didn't say it's like, okay, you're in or this or that. So it's pretty much just like, all right, cool. Well, let's try this again. Mike was like, I'm going to be gone for like 2 weeks. I was like, come back, try it again, and go from there. I learned like 40 songs.
Whoa.
I kind of made my own set, set up, put it down, let's do all the songs, and I don't know what's there, I guess.
So that little Facebook little ad got your attention and history, right?
Yeah, pretty much, exactly. That's what started it. Knowing we're looking for a singer, but just seeing that little post that Brian had put up, it just got me to say, well, and get this looking for something. Again, I was just hoping that somebody would put that in, and obviously it was a new experience. They did try in the past live. They brought in I think he sang for like a show or two, and then that was about it. So yeah, they're just knowing they're still looking for somebody, and then finally, like you mentioned, that's where
Yeah, like what they say about social media, it has its good flaws and it's bad, like good and bad about it. But hey, man, you got in a band because of fucking social media.
Yeah, because social media,
And you said like it was kind of like a job, huh? Like you had another guy and then maybe some other guy, and they said you don't got the job yet, but we'll keep you on standby, correct?
Pretty much, yeah. And I think they, officially like, oh, you're in the band, or it was like this over time we were jamming and everything. They would just ask me questions like, what's the passport, what's the whole schedule like, this and that.
Wow.
And then, we're through. And so they booked was actually in Anna, all that,
right.
On the day after Christmas for and so that was kind of the first show that they put. And then, mind you, they announced everybody that. I mean, one of those, like, expect that, because it was like, okay, you sing it this time, like, after that, like, not from any other band or anything. Even the day of, got there to play the show, putting this rain through, setting up, their time, and then as soon as the song hit, basically all of them standing over in the night, singing and yelling the whole time, and pretty much that's how people found out all of this.
And before you got the gig, they were even asking you about your passport, huh? And how's your tour, and you ever been to Europe and all that?
Yeah, exactly, because I had never Europe prior to that. It was a tour a lot, and but now we talked about before, hopefully like in the States, they would play, shows here and there, like locally, a lot of those play in New York, they play in Georgia. I think they played actually some film where there's some free venue, and actually it was like in a James Bond factory thing you put upstairs. They said when they were downstairs playing whatever they were doing, it was nice to see, bring all the table and shit. I guess it was lifted down. It was like wood floors or something. It was kind of lifted down. But otherwise, yeah, most of the things they were playing with in Europe. And that started around like 2000 or so. And they would go out there, they would play all these buses and everything. So knowing that they had a big fan base out there, it was important to make sure that a singer that you can get.
Well, that's pretty cool. And when they used to go play those shows, they would be up on that bill, huh? Probably main event, huh?
Yeah, you do a lot of festivals or like up there or headliners. Yeah, absolutely. And out there in Europe, man, all the fans that are great. In Europe, they're pretty hardcore.
Yeah, I think you're pretty lucky, dude, for someone that hasn't played in a band or even an instrument, and your voice, because I've been hearing your songs and it sounds pretty good. And you probably joined at the right time, you know what I mean? And they're already like successful band, so you don't have to worry about the demos or the pre-stuff. The band's already on the trail, So
yeah, exactly. It's already established. And, it was just, and I listen to all the time. I just my office, and they thought I was good enough to kind of play with them, and it is awesome. And I can always tell people, I'm like, it's so different as far as like bands and now. I was telling even for me, I'm still a huge fan for the band, and I'm just a fan that's allowed us to.
For sure. And so you've been with the band since 2014, is that correct?
Yeah, I think actually, going on 10 years, 9 years ago.
Damn, that's a long time, dude.
Yeah.
And how many releases have you done with them, with your voice?
For me, so I know that first and foremost we did, ended up on that tribute album.
Cool.
For life, I can't remember the name, but
yeah.
I was the first to film them, and then the Every Generation album was the first album recording, and then release of The Game. This is our latest movie. That's about 2 years ago, or 3 years maybe. That was our last album. But everything that we did as a single, singles, a band called Welsh Boys. An awesome band from Boston. Good guys too. Actually toured in Europe with them. We heard all We did a tour with that one. We released during COVID. We were just recording the quarantine session to have that recording with me, and then he provides us music and another single that we released. So far. Oh, and we also have a Christmas song on like a boy kind of Christmas album too. So.
For sure, dude. Very good. How did it feel to go in the studio the first time and record your vocals?
Obviously didn't know what the vocal was doing.
Right.
It was cool, you know, having that experience to go in there in the studio actually record, you know, like all the magic happens to the studio. So obviously, you know, nervous and not knowing what to do exactly. So it was still cool, you know, having that experience.
Yeah, I've been in a couple ska bands, and I recorded like in like studios, like, you know, for a singles, and you gotta practice and get it right, huh?
Yeah, absolutely. It's definitely a lot of practice. You want to just go up and just knock it out. You know, you don't want to go up and try to figure out the songs and everything. Because you don't want to pay all that studio time just to stick around. Just so you're ready and go for it. You know?
And how would Bonecrusher do it? Would they record the music first and then you go last, or what?
Yeah, so pretty much just do like a scratch round, so to speak. But everyone just plays. So like I'll be separate, like a little vocal booth or whatever. And everyone just plays. So kind of like you said, to get everything down. And maybe also like the drumming, like I touch the drums first, and then you can use it down for the guitar and bass, and then the vocals last. So you would have like a rough recording so with everybody on it. So then when you work on it, in the recording process, and what specific you have, and then if you do any like chorus or gained up vocals, you can have so.
Okay, cool. So everyone will do their work and then just look at you, huh, and then.
Yeah, that's pretty much. Like, all right, I have some lyrics. You know what I mean? So,
like the karaoke version, huh? All right. And for your set right now, because Bonecrusher has a lot of songs. They have at least 100, I think.
Yeah, probably more. Yeah, 100.
Yeah, because I was doing my homework and I go, I ain't listening to all this shit. I listen to, like, you know, a handful.
Yeah.
But like I said, the first album, what's it called again?
Oh, World of Pain.
Oh yeah, that one, dude. I'm gonna fucking skateboard to that fucking shit. That's like so like you can skate and like, you know, cruise around while hearing that shit. It's just fucking dope.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what I really love about the fans, like from a fan perspective, and even seeing too is that, that first album, thinking that each album kind of like sticks out in its own right or has its own theme to it. But what I like about the music is it's very fun to listen to pretty much any time in your life, you know, whether you're fucking happy, you're pissed off, you're sad, whatever.
Right.
It's really like a song you can kind of relate to on any aspect of listen to and really so, I mean, that's how it is.
And for your set current as in 2024, over the 100 songs they have, did you have to like learn every song, the lyrics and stuff, or what?
Pretty much for the most part. I kind of knew the song, but then to get down to the real nitty gritty, so to speak, of the lyrics, you know, just had to learn it more. Because there's some songs out there, stuff the recordings where there wasn't any lyrics to anything of that sort. So really, you can listen to it and just try to figure out, like, well, what is he saying, or what's this word, or whatever. And sometimes we'll do lyric sheets, and then you listen to it, you think something totally different. A lot of times if you're making up shit, but I'm doing the song or just trying to figure it out. So, yeah, it's like, it's funny because when I first started jamming with them, and when I showed up with like the 40 songs, I was like, okay, well, I tried out with 10 songs, let me just pick 40 songs that I like, that I would like to do, you know, and it's funny, out of all those 40 songs that we jammed, even the band, they hadn't played in a year, 40. So it was kind of almost like practicing, but at the same time, you know, for them, like really learning the song, like kind of like, oh, yeah, I played that song like 2 years. So it's kind of like almost like a jam session / really like everybody's trying to learn the song as well. So,
For sure. And how many shows do you think you played with Bonecrusher so far?
Probably, I don't know, like,
Over 100.
probably not 100, probably up there, like around like 30, 40 shows, something like that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, most of it's like local here. We played, we got a lot of one-off. Like we played in Orange County, usually like 50 times. Played a couple times there. We played all that upstairs. We've done,
Right.
shows like during Punk Rock Bowling in Las Vegas.
Nice.
We played a festival in Minnesota, Chicago.
Nice.
We've done some shows in Boston, Canada, and the main ones probably in Europe, like Germany and Holland and France and Spain and all that shit. So yeah, probably around like 40 shows. I could be wrong, but.
And when was that Europe tour?
The first one we did was in 2016. So we did that, I think it was like in October at that time.
Wow.
And then we did the following year in 2017. We toured again. I think I was more like during the summer time. And then in 2018, we went out there. I think we went out there around that time. For a few shows, and then in 2019 was went out there like right before COVID, and that was actually just kind of a tour thing. So we did a show in Munich at a festival called Bonecrusher, and we played on Saturday, which actually my birthday.
All right.
And Berlin at the place called Wild at Heart, which we love playing. So that was the last time we went over there. So I've been over there on sports things. Oh my God.
And previous, you never been to Europe, huh?
No, never. Yeah, the only place I've been outside of the U.S. is Mexico. So.
For sure. And you played in Canada too, was that correct?
Yeah. So we played in Canada for the place called the Catacombs. I don't see that venue there anymore. We did a show in Boston with that band, the Walk Boys, and then the next day we played in Canada. So I was in I can't remember which part of Canada. Over there on the east side of it.
For sure.
Montreal. That's it. Montreal.
I think that's where like the French people are, no?
Yeah, exactly. More kind of like the French Canadian.
Like the British Columbia.
Yeah, they were cool. They were awesome too because a lot of them have never seen a band live either, so it was a good time for them too. So the fans are really cool.
For sure. And has Bonecrusher ever played in Mexico?
No, I know that. I think they played with other bands. I would love to play Mexico. There's like a DJ and stuff like that. But I would love to. So that would be keep going. Yeah, that would be a fun idea.
That's funny. You guys played everywhere else, but you haven't played in Tijuana.
Yeah, exactly. I've only been down there for shows in Urban.
Right. And how are the fan base? Is like everyone like singing along and like buying merch and stuff?
Yeah, so like over here in the state, like local in Orange County and stuff, the place we played, like we played in all the tours before, and downtown LA, the place on the Redwood Park. So that was like when I joined the band. That was like the first time we were playing in like LA. Well, I've been a long time. We played at the Whiskey in the '90s with Ben Chelsea. They played over there. But most of the time it was just more concentrated in Orange County. So played there locally, and the fans were really cool. And it was great. And it's the same thing a lot. I would say here in the States, especially, there's a lot of fans that are at the show. They never heard of the band before, but seeing the fly kind of got them exposed to it and just turned them into the band at this show. In Europe, they're awesome over there, and they sing and play merchandise. So I'd say that the real hardcore band base out in Europe is especially Germany, which is like, it's great, but for some reason it's like, Bonecrusher capital, where those bands are like real hardcore. Everybody like loves Bonecrusher. And every time we get over there and played in that area, they've always treated us kind of like rock stars. They always gave us like good shit. The fans are great. Speaking of which, for them, song one to that song three, and just going crazy, jumping around, outputting and everything. And that energy, like I said, was like the whole time we were playing music. So that was pretty cool. So,
yeah, I don't think that beats anything with when you get the crowd involved in every song and then they want an encore. I think that's like the best.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. And this is some shows which is pretty scary. Section like a fan just kind of reacted to it. I remember we played this one song in Rockstar, and it was kind of funny because the crowd was there and watching us. So they were kind of more just standing there and like watching.
Right.
And so like the whole time we were playing, like I don't know, damn dude, like they don't like any of it yet, or maybe they're not digging it or something. You know, some people were kind of moving.
Yeah.
It looked pretty crowded too. So after the show, we went back, and all of a sudden, like I hear them, and everybody's like yelling for the encore, yelling for more, and I'm thinking, oh, this kid's really like, they fucking hated it. This song, but they really loved it. And I remember telling our bass player Mike, who's having a cigarette, and he was like, I'm like, hey, so do you want to play an encore? He's like, no, are you fucking kidding me? It's not real. I'm like, dude, listen. And he like heard the crowd like just yelling, and he's like, oh, okay, then, well, I'm gonna play. So we did an encore, so yeah, it's cool, but yeah, we've had like kind of a different weird reaction to it.
Yeah, I saw a video of you playing somewhere, I think in Germany or something, and you got off the stage and you're like, I want to get this fucking crowd moving.
Yeah, I usually just kind of jump on the crowd and everything, and like, kind of get it involved, even like that's a little, you know, I usually jump in, whether the crowd or like right by the guardrail. Before we played the Rebellion Festival in Michigan, that's why I remember kind of getting into it. And it's cool because especially when it's a bigger venue, a festival setting, you know, you do have the crowd that's certain distance away, and you know they're getting crazy. I can come down there and get them involved with which is always awesome. And part of that too is just like me kind of showing like, hey, dude, like you know, I'm on stage and I have the microphone, but I'm just like you guys. I'm just fans like you guys. So when I talk to the crowd and stuff with you guys, it's like I'm just like you. I'm part of you guys.
Yeah, you reminded me of fucking G.G. Allen because he would do that. He was like, all right, this is all we got. Let's fucking do this.
Yeah, exactly.
Fucking 5 people, 10 people. Yeah, I dig that, dude. I like that a lot. Because you don't want the crowd just to be standing around. It's a fucking punk show. Give me a break.
Yeah, exactly. So, but it helps out. Yeah, get them involved and so forth. And part of it too is like, you know, when the senior label was in the band, you know, he was literally a big guy, and you know, it was intimidating. You know, he had that look. I'm sure, like, you know, they were probably used to when they would see him playing, but everyone was like singing about, oh man, I don't know if it's like this song because it's funny. We actually saw them play one time in Rio, taking the kind of funk festival, and that's where they had the singer Rainbow singers, and me and I played in the front, doing all the songs and everything, and during one of the songs, Poverty, there was a breakdown part, so it's like Poverty and so fucked up.
Right.
And my brother jumped up on stage to kind of like be with them, and his friend, my brother Mondo was like, dude, as soon as I jumped up on stage, I saw him like look real quick, and he was like, dude, the way you looked at me, I thought he was going to fucking you. But thankfully he didn't.
Yeah, some singers get fucking pissed when the fans take the microphone.
Yeah, I mean, to an extent, I guess I kind of get it. I've had shows where they've done that, and I don't really care too much, but I think Martin is like when it's like a front street next after it, and he thinks he's going to sing the song, and he's just all like, just all fucked up, and they're like, all right, dude, you take back the microphone.
Yes.
So I've had a couple of those people where I'm like, I thought they were going to be all with him, and there's this one babble, and I was like, all right, I know who's the singer from microphone.
Right. I used to do that, like at punk shows. I would sing, but give that fucking mic back. Don't be a dick.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, especially in Europe, they definitely are really,
Handsy.
you know, awesome about that. They'll just jump up on stage and sing with people. Those guys are glad I didn't care for that.
Yeah. You said you played the Rebellion Festival.
Yeah, we played there in 2018.
Wow. And
that was the band's first time going to England. So, yeah, it was really cool.
And did you play on the main stage or the side stage or a little show?
Yeah, I had I think 3 or 4 stages. So there was one main stage or the main area. We played I guess the biggest one or whatever. It was kind of like a big room. I forgot what it's called. I was in a ballroom or something. Or one of the areas. There was a couple of people, but it was kind of like the way it was set up at that winter target venue. It's almost it was like a stage in the center of the whole venue. So everywhere else kind of stopped into their own little sections. They had to go upstairs, downstairs for. We were in a section of the stage where we first walked in. That's kind of the main area that you see. So that's what that's really cool. So.
Well, I think you're super lucky to play that show because that's like the fucking Woodstock of punk, dude.
Yeah, no, absolutely, man. It was definitely awesome, especially for the band too. They've never been to England at that time.
Right.
They've never been on that show. They've been invited in the past, and kind of I guess going back to what you said, I got in at a good time. I think it was also a good time for the band too, because I was been in the band and the time was weird. The band was supposed to countries or areas that we've never been to before. They were supposed in the past or they had plans to go out there. But of course, with senior drama or whatever kind of going on with that, it would fall through. During the last few years when they had the Ludo in it, the last 2 tours they were supposed to do with them, Spain, I believe Italy was one of them, a lot of plans, and all of it fell through because stand up in jail or something happened. So when I joined the band, it was more of the wheels going, the train was going more, and we have to collectively all get to experience that. So it's cool. So you said, definitely feeling lucky and fortunate myself, and also to help get the band over there as well.
And then playing Rebellion Festival, not only do you get to play a big festival in Europe, you get to see the best punk bands and ska bands in the world.
Oh yeah, and it was badass. It was getting to hang out and sing a lot of good bands. I was walking down and seeing UK stuff. It was cool for me. I saw them a long time ago at Southgate, the place called the Allen Theater.
Yeah, rest in peace.
I've seen them live since. So getting to see that in England was cool. The Addicts, a bunch of bands. So it was really cool. So you get that experience to get walking around with, as a band, it was really badass. And then, being kind of go backstage, just walking around trying to look for bars, just look for things. Seeing, Vice Squad or, other people just hanging out. Kind of cool. Deep down, being all crazy fan, but, kind of look, said hi and all about it. More cool fun thinking, I guess.
Yeah, you're like, Bonecrusher, nice to meet you.
Yeah, it was cool, and I think especially Rebellion, it was a big festival that everybody from around the world kind of hung over there. That was another one where there was a lot of people there that had never seen bands before, or kind of heard them, never seen them live or experienced it. So it was really cool that be able to play that show and see the amount of fans that were there to watch us. And then even in the crowd, there were certain singers and other bands that I kind of caught in there too, which was kind of cool. And the other bands that people that I looked up to listen to and for them to kind of see us play live, it was pretty cool.
Do you feel that when you get on stage, it's easier singing in front of a small crowd, or do you get intimidated for a festival, thousands of people?
Either was fine. It's I would tell you, I would get the nerves any show I play, whether it's 2,000 or 2,000 people. It always kicks in. It's always right before, or the nerves are always setting there. And but as soon as I'm on stage and that first note hits, and the nerves go away, and it's go time, it's game time, you know what I mean? But I get nervous all the time. But I guess having the smaller venues is cool because we get to interact a little bit more with the crowd. And, so it's definitely cool with the smaller shows. But obviously, I think on the big shows, we have lots of good things with a lot of people.
For sure. And when you played Rebellion, did you have your big old Bonecrusher banner in the back?
That one, I think that the way they did it was, I think they had like a screen or something, so they had the logo posted up there, so it was pretty cool. Yeah, a couple of venues that we've done, they had like a digital kind of big monitor, and then we just put the stuff up there. So when we played like, I think it was like 2017 maybe, we had these big banners made. Actually, it was crazy. It was like one of the performers that we were jamming with for a while. And of course, you ended up leaving the band, but he worked for a company where they would be all that shit. So he actually made like these huge, I think they were like 30 by 20 banners or 50 by 15, something like that. So those we would post up during tour. Like we played in this hardcore festival called Islas, and that was in Belgium, if I'm not mistaken. And now we got the banners and patch on with see that. But otherwise, I mean, we don't really use banners too often, but like that's the name because somebody made them for us. So like, what the hell?
Yeah. Yeah, I dig that big ass banner, dude. It looks fucking dope when you guys play.
Yeah.
And
the kids that I feel like that. You know, before I never really cared. But just seeing it, like looking back, I'm like, okay, yeah, I can look at that.
Because it makes the band legit. Like you guys know what you're doing.
Yeah, we got our shit together. Yeah,
you know what I mean. And for the current lineup right now, 2024. What's your plans in the future right now? Like any releases, any tours, shows?
Hopefully so, but unfortunately our bass player actually has not been actually health issues, so he's actually in the hospital right now.
Oh man.
He's been in the hospital for a few weeks now, so just over the years, just a lot of stuff happening with him because of
health,
just smoking or whatever, and just looking a bunch of construction sites, whatever. He's always had like issues with his lungs and everything. So he's currently in the hospital right now. He's kind of like on his things to kind of hopefully be out soon, and then just kind of going to kind of recovery, which is great. But mainly because of that, I have a feeling if we do play shows again, it'll probably work at the end of this year. If not, maybe not till like next year kind of thing. Maybe once we fix it. But he's the type where because of him, he's been like the real driving force of the band for all the years, day one. So every time we get together, it's like, boom, let's talk with new songs, new music all the time, and kind of attributes back to even just the band itself, where, even when it started, where I put to the label the first time we left, the band was like, all right, we have a single, but we got to keep going. And that's when he took over vocals, the bass band, and then had the drummers. And so even through all these lineup changes, it never really stopped. I would say granted, maybe it delayed the band a little bit here and there, but it never stopped the band from still releasing music, no matter who's in the band. And it's funny because even Mike told us that a story where the original singer Rado had mentioned to him one time in a conversation, like, yeah, Bonecrusher don't give a fuck about you and me. It's just meaning it's like, the band itself, I mean, yeah, we're all part of the band, but it's just Bonecrusher as an entity in itself. It's just like a train. It's just going to music with without you. You know what I mean? So if you want to be in the band, you're not. You're the business side, you just music. And for them to go through all those different items for years, even when I was in the band, stuff different items and just to still keep going, kind of attribute to that.
Amen. I've been in more than 7 and 8 bands. I played over 200 shows, and it's very hard to keep a band happy.
Yeah, it is.
Chemistry with issues, with girlfriends, with drama. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it really is. It's like you hear it all the time, but it really is like being married to a band member.
Yeah.
The other thing with us is like being married to like 4 other dudes. Because you deal with all the inside outside stuff, whatever. And I think for us now, like the guys that we have at sport, with Clyde, Bill, Mike, myself, and our drummer Dustin now, I think it's a good core. But for the most part, we have like a lot of drummers come in and out of the band over the years, just as I can protect. Previous to myself as well, but the main driving force has always been like myself, Clyde, Coach, and Mike. Like regardless of the drummer, we just keep going. I think a lot of we all have the same mindset. You know, we're all working, we all got responsibility. But when it comes to the band, you know, we make time for it, and we make sure that when we're making time for it, that we're getting the most out of it. That we're not like fucking off or whatever. Like we all go in and kind of with the goal or with the plan.
Right.
And I think that's what kind of helps out with the guys that are in the band currently. And otherwise, like you mentioned, yeah, it's tough. You know, there's all the drama and all the stuff behind the scenes that goes along with it. And you know, as a fan, you kind of realize more and more, like, oh, that's why that band has different guitar players all the time, or has different drummers, or even different singers. You know, everyone wants to treat you, oh man, it's not the original, it's the map. But it's like, yeah, but there's probably a good reason why that person's not the band anymore.
Right, because I hear a lot of stories about some of them have bad addictions.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's kind of what plagued Bonecrusher in the past, was just through addictions, through guilt, whatever.
Right.
It's always just like when the band always got a couple steps forward, then all of a sudden what happened.
Yeah.
And they get a little bit forward, and then something would happen. Like even Lars Henderson from Landford, he had hit up with the Rainbow one time to play a show like that in California, or something, do like a mini tour within the West Coast at one point. And but I think he was forgot about it or something happened, and the paper and Mike found out. I think it was like at that time it was like Lars Henderson in the that thing.
Yeah.
And just like, man, you should have played with him and stuff. And
forgot.
You know, just because it went down or whatever, you know, they never played. So they blew that opportunity to kind of play with a lot of other bands, like even back when they would do the Warped Tour, for example. You know, they got invited to do that one. But that one, it wasn't like a paid gig or anything. It was just like, hey, you know, to be on a tour, you pretty much get exposure. But that was during a period of the band where everyone was kind of pretty much set, like as far as work goes, like they had families now that were starting. So them knowing like, well, I can't really just take out like 2 months work and kind of fuck off because, you know, now I got a family I got to worry about, so I got to have to work. So I'm not getting paid for it.
Right.
You know, just enough to kind of just keep me going for those months. I can't do it because I got, you know, responsibilities and stuff. So whereas if they were asked when they were younger, when we see a lot of the bands that came out of like being successful, you know, they were a little bit on the younger side. So yeah, maybe they didn't have all the responsibilities they do now. Or just, you know, just other things like that, like other bands, and to play shows with them. And well, I know the band Blood for Blood, you know, they had booked them to play promote at Glass House like in 2012, and they were going to play with them, and then same with a senior thing with the jail, or just a to do it. Yeah, so that's along with the drama, a lot of the shows are not opportunities to play a lot of big festivals and just, you know, other bands, and just something always happens that it can fall through. Okay.
Yeah, whoever is listening to this episode that ever want to start a band out, is my biggest advice is just get along with everyone.
Yeah, you definitely got to get along and be upfront with each other. You know, being honest, upfront, and if there's what you can or can't do, you just tell them right away. You have to stuff with, I can't commit to this kind of schedule or practice or whatever.
Right.
Be upfront about it. So you don't, and
no show.
Right
yeah, communication is key too.
Yeah, absolutely. It's kind of like you said, almost like you're literally in like a personal relationship.
Yep.
Just have to communicate and be honest.
Yes, sir. And for the current future releases, do you write your own lyrics?
Yeah, so all the songs that we released, I wrote all the lyrics for it. So,
nice.
Yeah. So what was just cool about it, we'll all work. Of course, you know, sometimes whenever we kind of all work collectively together, you know, it's like, okay, well, maybe change this word or change that or whatever. Like maybe there's a better way to kind of do this or whatever. Which every time, you know, I wrote all the lyrics for, you know, the Every Generation album. But, you know, obviously there was still like the band kind of saying, well, do that instead. But still the same gusto of it. You know, it's like, okay, we'll just find it with think a lot of bands or a lot of people kind of do anyway. Just bands do a collective together, or the single will kind of do it, but then there's always like that. There's always room for improvement. I always just like
when you write a song, did you ever have like English classes or write poems? Like, what's your how do you write your lyrics? Like, you watch a movie or a film, inspiration?
Kind of just anything, just life in general. I know, like the last album, The Game, a little bit of like Every Generation. So Every Generation, that album had like a lot more songs. I guess I had like a personal touch to it with my experience or whatnot, but it's not important in the sense of like general, where like anybody can listen to it, kind of relate to it. But both of those albums both came out during periods of like election season. So I guess they have a bit of like political shit going on. Kind of like The Game, I think I don't have a lot of more like political undertones. All the COVID and a lot of other stuff going on at that time. They're all just pretty much just always listening to hip hop, just on a lot of bitch, you know. Me and Michael always joke around that all the songs about people complaining, you know what I mean? It's all life, we're just thinking about it.
For sure, dude. All right, and for merch and CDs, do you have a website?
I know, like, if you go on the Bonecrusher page, usually we just get up a contact the band that way and send out this, kind of mail it out to, like, the fans who want it. Usually Mike handles it. Unfortunately, right now he's in the hospital, so probably tomorrow, but I know, like, Contra, you'll find some stuff, like a lot of European labels that like the code, you'll find stuff if you just go online. Like Vortex and Germany has records. Last Punk Rockers, with them and Penny Martin from Germany, he's a cool guy. He's got records on a lot of shit. There was one Rebel Sound music, you can find stuff there. Like I named Grant, he's good. And just found out you can find some shit on Amazon. So you look at like Bonecrusher,
iTunes too.
Bonecrusher, you'll find stuff on Amazon. I don't know where it goes through, but I just know the Bonecrusher on there. So if you want to get it there.
Yeah, I saw your guys are on Apple too, iTunes.
Yeah, iTunes. Music stuff we go Spotify, iTunes, all YouTube, all those main music platforms. And record store wise, you kind of find it just offhand or just like surprise.
For sure.
Like Chaos Records in Covina in California, they sometimes carry it. Usually record stores, they never say, oh yeah, they always have it there. There's just a chance that they might have an album there. So it's really hard to find. Because usually when you run press, you only like 1,000 or a couple thousand at a time instead of like consistently repressed, so it's really hard to find that. Otherwise, with the digital age, I think it works out from them.
So you're telling me that I could find a Bonecrusher CD somewhere in California at a record store?
Yeah, I know Radiation Records and Fullerton, I've seen stuff there. Sabina, I've seen it.
How about Amoeba?
I think maybe one of the Headliner Records, Dr. Strange.
Dr.
And then
Strange.
come across a record here and there. Otherwise, eBay. But yeah, there are record stores where you just find one record. They're usually only maybe like 1 or 2 albums at most. Where like you find a Bonecrusher text and then, oh yeah, here's all their albums. It's literally like a treasure hunt. And you have to come across it. It's like, oh shit, actually have this here. So,
for sure, dude. I have a couple more questions and then we'll talk about some other stuff. What's it called? You said you used to go to the Island Theater, right?
Yeah, I've been there, I think, twice. Yeah, just kind of close. But yeah, that was like maybe like 2005. On there, I think, when I had met. So.
And those for punk shows only?
Yeah, just punk shows. I think I heard they had rescue shows there too, if I'm mistaken. But maybe just punk shows. I only had been there, I think, like twice. And then that's when it's like shortly after that, either the top end shows or that's when it kind of closed. I do know there was a record store. You were using records
Yeah, I actually grew up in Allen Theater. I went to over 100 shows there.
Oh shit! Yeah.
And the one show I fucking missed out because I had school or some bullshit in high school was fucking Blitz, dude. Blitz.
Oh shit! Damn, dude.
I fucked up.
I actually saw Bliss playing with Corona at the Showcase Theater.
Right.
And it was like the week before Star Fair that we were at college summer of night. It was that week before.
Yeah, it was around that time, like 2006 or 7, I believe.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's when they were touring. And I think I do remember them posting up the doors of the first hour. And, you know, we got the show, they were playing Corona, the Showcase. I think it was there, that's when they went, I think they have to take it as that's how we passed the poster.
Yeah, that's another thing I tell people too about seeing bands. I always tell them, go see them, because you never know what will happen next year or a few months. They'll die, get sick, right?
Yeah, no, it's so true, man. Even a lot of bands that really grew up with, you know, as they're getting older, like you said, it's like, you know, something happens. Or they just break up, you know, with other bands. That
right.
Like, you know, every time you get touch with a band and see definitely do so, because you never want to think, I'll get to the next one, I'll take the next one, and then next another comes.
Yeah, call out sick, do what you have to do, right? Shit, fuck work.
Quit that time off.
Yeah, quit your job to go fucking go see him.
And then get rehired.
Yeah, there's plenty of jobs out there.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, I'm planning to go to a punk rock bowling this year. And I'm finally gonna see fucking Madness, dude.
That's bad. Actually, it's funny because I was just talking to a friend yesterday about that. Where he said that, you know, just in the past few years, you know, dude, I've been trying to see him, but there's some close cancer or whatever goes on.
Visas.
So we decided to, I'll probably get to see him. So yeah, that's pretty badass.
Yeah, I wish Coxbear was on the bill too. You know, that weekend.
Yeah, it's been a while since they played. I think it's been a few years, if I'm mistaken. So yeah, that would be cool too.
Yeah, so like I'm never done going to shows because I still have like a bucket list not checked off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, absolutely. And they really cool. A lot of bands that like to see, you know, obviously. There's definitely bands that have seen a bunch of times, but there's still a few out there that really get back. You know, so same here.
Yeah, even though they're old and play kind of slow, the tempo's kind of like slower. Just go, because you could say you saw them. You know?
Yeah, exactly. Like a couple of years ago, I had a few Rolling Stones, which was cool. And actually, kind of just like Mother's Day, so it's kind of took my mom. Because she grew up, you know, with all that music and stuff with the and everything. And so that was one of her favorite bands, but she never got to see them. So I kind of took her, just me and her, at the station center, which is called Crypto Arena, whatever it's called. But we got to come over there, which is pretty cool, you know. But there's an older cast, whatever, but just to be able to do like some kind of film, it's really cool.
For sure. And like you told me, I think one time, even seeing new bands freshens you up as a musician. Like you kept telling me to see Midnight, right?
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, that's another band I'm wanting to see. But anyways, that's what the band's I got 2 more questions about Bonecrusher, and then we'll talk about your side band.
Sure.
All right. Are you familiar with the podcast New York Hardcore Chronicles?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
With Drew Stone, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Has Bonecrusher ever been on that show?
I don't think so. No, we haven't really done like interviews or anything per se. I know we did like a quick one from Minnesota. They aired. I can't remember what the name of it. That's just a little video or interview that we did with the band, like in 2016 or something. And then our brother George was on the podcast. We were interviewing the Philippines. He was actually went over there with the weekend. There was like a punk rocker like really sitting out there. So we actually did an interview there in the Philippines. That was kind of cool. But other than that, yeah, that's the interview there or stuff that talked to us.
I'm gonna try to get you guys on that show.
That would be cool. Fuck yeah.
Cause I talk to him a lot, and I'm always like a guest on that show.
Oh, right on.
So I'm gonna tell him to hook it up, cause he's an old school punk guy from the Boston scene, and he was a skinhead too, and he gets all the bands around that's been around, you know. And I'm like, what the fuck, Bonecrusher hasn't been on? What the fuck?
Yeah.
And
yeah, especially if you get like the other members, like they got like tons of like the whiskey and
yeah, so
growing up, like every time I was jam or whatever, it was always like totally on social sets. Like they always tell me just like the punk scene back in the day, like during like the 80s and stuff, you know what I mean? So it's cool to hear them. So yeah, there's definitely guys where you put them on that platform, like you interview the podcast, you can get like an hour worth of material.
yeah, cause he's homies with Anoxic Front, you know.
Yeah, that's right.
And
yeah, I've seen or heard about those.
he's homie with Stigma and Roger and Bonecrusher. They played with Anoxic Front back in the day, so I'm pretty sure Drew Stone knows Bonecrusher. Give me a break.
Yeah, I'm sure.
So I'll do my proposal and see what's up. Maybe this year, or, I'll try.
Yeah, no, that would be cool. Absolutely.
All right, this is my last Bonecrusher question. Would Bonecrusher ever be entitled to make a skinhead reggae song? No.
You know what? Maybe I know they did a cover of "Where the Hell Is Babylon."
Really?
That's probably as close as they kind of got. I think that's actually what is that not my album? That's probably the closest to it here. Or maybe just kind of the intro of rock. Kind of has that little like intro like that. That's probably as close as Northern Man has done in the past. And he kind of messed around or jammed, like with ideas, doing some shit like that, which I think pretty cool, but never really put it in full force.
Yeah, I think Bonecrusher, if you guys made like just one, because like even a lot of like oi bands, like The Business and some other oi bands, they have ska songs.
Yeah, exactly. And they're all intertwined in each other, but yeah, maybe. Because if it sounds cool,
yeah, because you guys are oi, so I was just like thinking like they should do like a ska song or a reggae like or a dub song or something.
Yeah. Hey, so if you look it up, on YouTube or something, where the hell is that cover? And like I said, otherwise the next clip is from the newspaper section with I want. So that's so far as close as the band time.
Yeah, but I do get it that you guys just want to stick to straight punk, so that's what it is, right?
Yeah, it's pretty much just rock and roll. What kind of playing we sound to them, So I mean, for the band, I think we all have kind of like our own instruments, like George, playing guitar, like has like tons of influences, and we all have started with 70s, but old school, whatever, just rock and jam, like a lot of like UFO, all that stuff from back in the day, and the blues stuff is a real driving force for instruments, which is some of the pop centers, some, and then our guitar player Clyde, he's always been all the other stuff like Discard, like all the BB stuff, and you can hear his other band we had for a while called Scars for Life.
Right.
You do with Reagan. That band is still pretty. Definitely check them out. That's not exciting for us. So really maybe that fast kind of thrash here, like smartphone and spreading and everything, and then type of punk, whatever. Like that was my influence. A lot of music that I listen to a lot is a lot of like garage kind of rock stuff, whatever. So I think just all those influences is kind of like what you get as part of the songs. It's not really necessarily, hey, this is where the angle we wanted from the film, just like, we just play and whatever sounds cool. And I think with that is kind of even if you listen to just World of Pain up until now, all the songs, there's a lot of songs that they all seem to stick out by themselves. It's rare how they find songs that sound similar, or like, oh, that sounds like that song, this song. You really dig down, and you sort of break it down. Yeah, it's the same film, that same shit. But each song kind of sticks out on its own. And so it was funny because there was a friend of the band who was talking to Mike, and he saw us play live one time, and he was like, "Oh man, it's like when I watch you guys play, like every time it's almost like I'm playing a different band. We might have like a fast song, we might have more of a slower song, we might have more of a long song, we might have whatever, a short song, a short kind of thing." So I kind of agree with that. I mean, I do that. I love about the band. It's like, it's not like, okay, I heard 3 songs and now I've kind of heard them all. Like, okay, whatever. It's like, yeah, there's always going to be a song that's out in some form or way too. Like,
For sure, and I've noticed all your songs from the first album to now there's no song less than a minute, huh? They're all up.
yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, I think all of them are pretty good songs. People songs for both. Yeah, I know it's more in music times. I think we have a couple longer songs that I'm going to do for the show. Same with the Boulevard of Puss and Bones album. That one has a little bit longer song, like Coming Into the Fire. That Sings in the Middle album, that was like another one too delicious to him. It's like more just like rock groove kind of song. And that one has a little bit long kind of groove. Almost all of our shit is on that 2-minute mark.
For sure, and I think your longest song is like 5 minutes, called Remember.
Yeah, that one's because of there's actually 2 Remember songs. There's one on this We Are the World. That album was the one recently the label on it. That's one Remember, yeah. That was probably, you're right. I think that's the longest one because it has a real long intro. That's the guitar that comes to it. And yeah, actually we played that song live in Europe one time, but it did seem a little long. I love the song, but yeah, that's good to me.
Yeah, I did my homework.
Yeah.
All right, so for the fans and the people listening, Bonecrusher, maybe a show or a release this year, correct?
Hopefully, that's the plan. You know what I mean? That's what we consider. I know a lot of us in the band have been really striving to play live. The last time we played live, I think it was which was like during, I think, the Funky Holidays in Vegas, and that was the last we played.
Oh, wow.
Unfortunately, our drummer, Justin, that we had, awesome drummer, he had passed a couple months after that. So that's what kind of started where it started running into like, delays, but just a lot of regrouping all kind of a hit, just the band for sure.
Oh, wow. So you haven't played till last May then, huh?
Yeah. 2021, so it's been a few years since we played. So like stuff.
Yeah, I was gonna go to that show too, but something happened.
Yeah. Hopefully so. I think hopefully by the end of the year, we're constantly recording stuff that'll probably be release something. Again, I'm looking forward to it. Right now, it's on this is kind of hot spin right now, and kind of comes out good. They're jamming with stuff.
For sure. Well, hopefully, I get to see Bonecrusher this year because I want to see you guys perform the first album.
Yeah. It's funny because I think in 2016 we played at Nova, and we just got a drummer at that point. We were like maybe a few months later, and it's funny like the set list that we played pretty much was like that album and the album working for nothing. It was like really like both the albums combined. Like, so in a sense, we kind of almost like did play that whole first album during that period. That's crazy looking at that.
That's fucking dope, dude. I like that. That's cool.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So everyone check out Bonecrusher on Facebook, Instagram, all that shit.
Yeah. Anyway, you can find, but it's better not to rap with Bonecrusher. So listen again.
For sure. And let's talk about your side band. What's the name of it?
Hardware.
Hardware. Where'd you get the name from?
The movie Hardware. It was like a funky movie with robots and shit like that. But yeah, that's pretty much that's where I got it from. I think everyone just going like Hardware, and like, yeah, fuck it. I figured it.
And who's in the band?
So it's myself, my brother, mom, who plays bass, and my brother-in-law who DJs actually. So it's kind of like a almost like a synth style kind of funk band kind of thing. So basically, it's like I play guitar in it and sing. My brother plays bass, and then my brother-in-law plays like the drum machines, all the beats with all the magic language. So kind of influence, like a lot of like yourself, just kind of just going with a minimal sound, and just kind of mainly because we just wanted to do something with my brother-in-law, so that it sounded like I would do it.
Oh, wow, so it's like a family band.
Yeah, exactly.
And you guys performed any shows yet?
We only just played at brother-in-law's Halloween party, kind of but other than that, nothing else yet other than the one you got. That'll be kind of like our official kind of, I guess, live review, so to speak.
That's right. We'll talk about that in a bit. What kind of genre is this band?
I don't even know. It's kind of like, I guess just like punk almost, or just drum beats.
Experimental.
So I don't really know.
Experimental punk.
Yeah, exactly. I wanted to do the synth punk style, I think now got a new thing, kind of has it set up. But kind of like, I guess, within that realm, with not exactly kind of like that.
For sure. Just send me a demo or something so I could promote it for the show coming up May 18th.
Yep, May 18th, exactly.
For sure. And speaking of that shirt you're wearing, I see you're a big wrestling fan. Is that correct?
Yep, my JD Horror. Yep.
Yeah, and JD Horror will be main event at GXH and Venom presents Hellraiser May 18th.
Oh, yeah. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be awesome.
I'm still looking for his opponent because I want someone new. Because you know how you see every match and like, again?
Yeah, no, I didn't think he's kind of fresh.
Yeah, so I'm still working on it. But anyways, how'd you get into wrestling?
When I was younger, I know my cousin was pretty big into it. And so, my brother and I really wanted to watch it. I remember watching the WrestleMania. I forgot which one it was. I don't know, like and something like that. I know it was a ladder match between Shawn Michaels and Razor Ramon. I remember seeing that and being like, I want to do this. And then just some wrestling, catching it here and there when I was younger. And then kind of fell out of it for a little bit. And then around like 98 or so, watched TV exposure and Monday night kind of thing. So I know it's pretty thing on the TV. So just kind of watching it there. And then my cousin was still watching at that point. So then that's like kind of slowly got back into it. Kind of from there.
So you're watching Razor Ramon and WWF, and then you got back into like Nitro, right?
Yeah, exactly. So I was like, towards the middle, like right about that time of the WrestleMania 13, where it was Shawn Michaels or Stone Cold had something around that period.
For sure. And how did ECW get in your head?
So ECW was, I remember hearing about it. It was online or wrestling with things that could have really wrestling for wellness or just anything. I had to kind of sing it, and it was funny too because I remember like back in the day when they used to be like pay-per-views, whether like on their hands, whatever you called it. Sometimes I would have like commercials for it. And I was just singing like, oh, dude, like that's Sabu and Taz and LBC and stuff. And we were singing like, oh, that's where I live. We couldn't get the opposite channel that showed it. So there was no way for us to watch TV. So then just stuff we kind of heard about. And I remember, I don't know, like 11, 12 or something, whatever that time was. I remember my Christmas, I think it was on my birthday, I asked for a black box. And I remember my uncle had some they were in the black box. And that's basically where he got all that and where to get used to pay. And so through that's how I finally watched CCW, and it was like, I forgot, maybe like Living Dangerously, like 98 or something like that, somewhere around there. Maybe like 99, something like that. That's where we kind of finally watched it. And immediately I was good with like Taboo, I love like I'm with it, RDB, Taz, all of them. And that's how I got about ECW. And actually through Taboo, and through the fan of ECW, got into all the Japanese wrestling, like FMW and all that stuff. Because there used to be a store at it was actually at a mall, and there was they used to have a kiosk there. It's known now, and I guess it was like ran by like RS Studio or something related to it. And they used to really just sell something video things to be expensive of everything. I remember there was one, it was a Texas Taboo and I remember I bought that thing, and that would open up my world to that. It's thing like I had boots and everything. It was the fun stuff. I was kind of like, I was bad.
So it was because of the black box.
Yeah, because the black box finally got me illegal freehold.
Not only did you get ECW, you also got wavy porn.
Yeah, the wavy porn. Yeah, you could change that down to 50 there you go.
You're like,
a lot of kids, a lot of people won't know about that.
Yeah, I used to do that too. I used to have a black box, DirecTV or whatever, and I used to go, there's a tit, there's a tit, there's a tit.
Yeah. Oh, wait a minute, what's this?
And speaking of ECW, isn't that kind of funny that Mr. Rob Black was behind the scenes when you were watching it too in 98, 97 or something like that?
Yeah, no, it's totally. It's just basically like hearing all the stories over the years, even recently, and all brought it up. But knowing that he was kind of being a part of this, getting totally nutty and everything, and really at the show before working at it.
Yeah, he would book all the porn stars, Jasmine and Jaina and all that, and Paul would just invite him to the shows.
Yeah, so it's kind of cool.
And that's why I love XPW, because Rob Black, he learned everything from Mr. Paul Heyman, Hall of Famer.
Yeah, exactly. And he's going to love it. He's going to come back with it. Like our quote-unquote, our West Coast California ECW, for that also.
Yeah, I always tell myself, like, I'm not part of ECW, but kind of because of Rob Black, He's part of ECW.
Yeah.
Even though he don't get credit, come on. Right. And you told me that you attended ECW Heatwave in LA, right?
Yeah, so during when we would watch it, I think it was when it finally went on like CNN, or there was ECW on CNN. That's when I finally got to watch it at least. My cousin lived in like East LA, and she was able to get a channel where she was able to watch ECW, and I think we were showing ECW on the channel at that night or whatnot. But yeah, I remember seeing the commercial. They would always have during the commercials or when we do the match stuff. Joey Styles, we used to always announce, like, and we'll be at the podium and we'll walk or whatever. It was always like East Coast, Midwest kind of shows, like Florida or whatever. So it was always like just hearing in the background, but knowing like, oh yeah, they're doing another show in Chicago or something. And I remember when he announced, I was like, basically that, this is auditorium in Los Angeles. I remember my brother and I both like looked up at each other like, what the fuck? That's actually coming to LA, California. So we got to take this thing out. We got to attend that. Which was
and then you also told me that years later you would attend XPW shows at the Olympic Auditorium, right?
Exactly. So after that Heatwave show, I had the Supreme and Chaos there as well in the front row. After that show, I want to say maybe like couple months, I think it was maybe actually maybe just a few months after that, maybe like August to September. That's when they did their first WSF in the Prime, and that was cool. And so we got to watch this episode that it was Sabu, Messiah, and a 50 shots around. It's a different one, but I remember seeing that. But yeah, so probably seeing the film, part as well.
Did you see a difference or a feel in the crowd versus the Heat Wave show and then the XPW shows?
Kind of similar, you know what I mean? Definitely having the LA crowd, that's really loud and rowdy.
And the same wrestlers.
But, yeah, definitely. I would think that with XPW, from those comparisons, obviously with ECW, it's definitely packed, you know what I mean? They sold out on venues before. But even to this day, but even at that time, I remember going to other WWF events and so forth, and I remember being at XPW. It was definitely kind of that punk rock feel to it, where it was like, I've heard, it being said before by the classics, that they said it was like a danger in the air, so to speak. So it's like, you knew it was like,
right.
Okay, I'm about to see some crazy shit right now, and the feeling in the air was definitely a more contact to it. I knew something was going to go down.
That's the fucking feeling I feel every time I work at XPW show.
Yeah, I can imagine you working it and being a fan, attending the show, kind of the same thing. It's definitely that punk rock kind of vibe there. It's not going to be a stage like, oh, okay, you can sit down and give much of a flippy shit and everyone's cool and kumbaya, and it's like, from the minute that show starts, it's just chaos, and whether it's just the wrestling, the fans themselves, just fucking nuts and drunk, being myself.
That's
but,
right.
It's definitely more of that feel, which I love. It's definitely that danger in the air kind of stuff. Like, you don't know what's going to happen, you don't know what to expect, you just know it's going to be fucking cool. So.
That's why I love punk music and hardcore wrestling, because it's the same feeling front row. You don't know what the fuck's going to fly at you.
Exactly. You don't know if people are going to be jumping off, speeding, driving, a fist going to go on, what's going to happen. And yeah, I totally agree with you.
Exactly. And how'd you find about XPW coming back in 2021?
That one just through the Wild Black podcast. So I remember coming across some old videos of this podcast, I think on YouTube or something.
Yeah.
They kind of talked about XPW a little bit.
Right.
Kind of about Campaign and the other stories. And I kind of knew you had a podcast like years ago, and I remember I think it was at a UW show or NXTW show where you kind of even set up an appearance sometimes with James.
Right.
So I kind of knew you were kind of like back, obviously from the jail stuff, or being in prison and everything, but somehow, I don't know, as Facebook or social media, I kind of saw him kind of appear again, and where he would post up like SPW pictures or just like things like little things here and there. So I had a feeling like I was like, oh, I wonder if he's gonna plan on doing that. And then just through his podcast, and it was like even more so like, oh yeah, he is kind of getting more involved in the wrestling place. So that's pretty much how I kind of found out what he had. For
sure. Yeah, he would tease little things to get it going.
Yeah, like I see on his like Instagram at the time, with a raw black fan or whatever. Like he used to do like two little things in there, and it was always like, like I remember one time he said that he was telling me like the old XCW had to have like kind of releases her,
right.
Like before it came back, just knowing those little tidbits, I kind of knew. I'm still going to put that something.
And are you happy that you attended California instead of attending the first show, Rebirth?
Yeah, Rebirth went over to New York, so I did watch it. I thought it was pretty cool. It was just still kind of seeing that, XPW logo or knee and on TV and a wrestling of it. And so that was the really big thing with Masada and Reina and, Wayne Page, all of them really knocked that. So it was actually really badass. So even though they didn't really have types of things, they do kind of more like with a G-Waiver and
right.
Black Wilson. But for like that actual wrestling tournament, like, dude, yeah, I thought that was an awesome show. This still wrestling aspect was actually a really good show. And then
California
came, which was a Pomona, which literally is like down the street from where I live. So I knew obviously I had to come to that.
Yeah, I was there at California front row with you too, and the last match, Masada versus Slack, man, I'll never forget that shit.
Yeah, dude, that was a badass show, man. It was like 7 hours long, and I know everyone was fucking drunk and between myself, but it was still fucking cool, man. It was long, but it was a really good one. I think it was a good homecoming section in California, which was just cool.
Right, and so you've been to every LA show, right?
Yeah, every LA show that they've done so far, yeah. With the one coming up as well, the
And then also you traveled to 3 shows, Jersey, Texas, and San Diego, correct?
Yeah, so when they did a senior brutality show in San Diego that Jimmy put on, I was there. The first New Jersey show, there was Black versus Drake Younger. That one, and then yeah, we did a local wrestling in Houston over there. So that's
For sure. In my opinion, I think XPW will pass their record for their last years from 1999 to 03 because they already booked another show in Jersey in June, and that's
yeah, I just saw that.
Yeah, and that's because of the fans, dude. I think XPW will be nothing with no fans. They have no staff, and they have old ass Tom Byron doing everything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's kind of like you see it, like World of Punk Rock in you know, where when you said the fans will make it behind the scenes where the band puts itself is literally all the people working there, like, for the rest of the together, just like really running a minimal from what little I know, doing that just running on a minimal I don't know, but they happen to pull it off. And like you said, then with the band being cut for, you know, I think that's why I keep everyone's driving to go more. So just like as a band, you know, you pull up, you know, you're supposed to make do with what you got. But as long as the fans are that person, you come into it, you know, that's what we keep moving forward. So.
Yes, sir. Like you talked about before about if the band has to keep moving with the old members or not, get a new member. And that's how like XPW is. We lost Chad, we lost Jasmine, we lost J Love. And then who does the work now? Fucking Juberg.
Yeah, exactly, man. So it's like you said, just these fans, you know, like that, like you and everyone else, kind of like yourself, people just outfit driving and just kind of bleeding it and just being a part of it. You know, it's just big stuff. It was just great and awesome. And you said it best right now, which is really cool. So it's just look at the band, you got the original members or not. It doesn't fucking matter. We still got to fucking we still got to make it happen. So yeah, whether you want to join or not, but the train still goes forward, you know?
For sure. And back to the Bonecrusher, can you tell the story about how High Pitch Will played Bonecrusher during intermission at the show?
Yeah, I mean, 100%. I don't really know. You know, I know High Pitch Will. We kind of bullshit, never talked to him. I never knew. I kind of walked by the ring and so forth. And then I think it was for the show. I don't know if it was a Night of Wrestling one or the Beautiful Austin. One of those where we're talking, I think. I don't know how we mentioned maybe somebody that I was at with one of my friends who probably told them, oh yeah, he's a Bonecrusher or something. I don't know how the name got out. And yeah, I was doing one of the intermissions and all of a sudden like, hey, he just talking bullshit like shit, like play on the PA and all this kind of stuff. And it was actually pretty cool that we did that. So thanks again, High Pitch for that. But that was good.
Yeah, I love High Pitch Will, even though he smells like shit. He's a true crust punk fucking New Yorker, but I'm happy he's still continuing wrestling with his little punk crew, you know?
Yeah, no, absolutely. I think it's cool to continue on, like you said, with you know, with hardcore and stuff like that. It's beautiful. I like seeing it.
And he's still with the deathmatch field too, because he's with Chuck Stein too, and he's a sick ass punk too.
Yeah, absolutely. So, you know, they found that niche, whatever, which is awesome. And so yeah, it's cool still seeing him being a part of the wrestling group and still treating it with a punk rock style, which is badass. I do it.
Yeah, and remember, High Pitch Real, that's the name Rob gave you, so you're welcome. And last question about XPW. Would Bonecrusher ever be interested in being on the XPW records? Remember they were like trying to do something with that?
Yeah, I know they did that like really like endorse fans or just something. Yeah, I mean, fuck yeah, I would still love to be a part of that. I don't know what it entails or what it has or whatever, but just knowing that they announced that you still have a board, S15 and everything, that's really cool. But yeah, whatever comes out of that, that would be badass. We're gonna play a fucking show live with the rest of the really cool. So,
oh my god.
Stuff that I definitely keep in mind that I would love to be a part of. Cause, I already love being a part of XPW as a fan. And, getting an opportunity to get that right would be awesome. Otherwise, I'm cool with right now just putting the shows and stay awesome to have fun and stuff.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to the XPW record thing because that was Schlack's doing, and he was getting pretty good punk bands. He was getting the Dwarves and Anti-Scene and etc. So I was hoping like they would do like a compilation of each band with one song. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely. I think the idea was, from what I understood, was also that like doing during like when they would have like clips or whatever, highlight reels kind of thing or whatever. I don't know what the full plan is. Obviously not part of it, that aspect. But I mean, I would still love to see something kind of tied into it with the band if they did it. That would be cool. Yeah,
because remember when ECW, they had a compilation CD too, with like Metallica and all that, all the intro songs?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think that's that. Yeah, and also when they had a ECW song on there, but yeah, we had like Big and Death and all sorts of stuff. So even they had a version of Man
right
on there. That's good.
Yeah, so I'm gonna pitch that to Rob because he wants to make money, and I go, that's a money product right there for XPW.com merch, man.
Yeah, no, absolutely, that'd be cool. So, I mean, they had the bands, make fucking intro music for
right.
That'd be cool.
Or even use the
man. Hey, guess what? Fucking Joe Dredd or somebody, they're coming out to that song that they put together for that.
Right, or use like a Bonecrusher song for like a promo in the background.
Yeah, exactly, like a highlight reel. That'd be fucking cool.
Yeah, so yeah, so I'll pitch it to Rob, but he don't listen to anyone, so but I'll try. And anyways,
definitely, I think that's kind of what I like. But definitely Rob has his mindset and stuff, and just from what I've done, I never really put the movie talk of that aspect. A guy that definitely has his vision and his way kind of to do it, and and even whether it goes to shit or not, he has an intelligent phone. I think that's why I like it.
Alive and kicking.
Yep, exactly. Still alive and kicking through all the bullshit. It's like we talking about the bands, right? You throw all the bands, drama and bullshit. Hey, man, it's still alive and kicking. Band's still going. So you want to be a part of it or not? It's still going on,
That's right.
Or you can be like AEW with a million fucking reps and things.
Right. On the last two things I want to ask you, and thank you again for doing this interview with me.
Yeah, no, thank you for inviting me.
For sure. So what do you look forward to at Baptized in Blood for?
The wrestlers, obviously, like the locker room is not right now. It's just not happening. Still the thread stuff before. I love Scotty Stickum and stuff. The thing is that, you feel awesome. Scott, of course, Masada. But yeah, I mean, it's kind of funny because it's like, sometimes there are matches I look forward to. And in the end, it's like I just look forward to that whole story against football. So even if I know Rob's done it in the past where, he doesn't announce the whole fucking lineup. Here's all the matches that come out, maybe a little bit here and there, but just going in blind, I'm going to do a fucking badass wrestling show. I don't know who's wrestling, and that's just why I really don't care. Just seeing the rest of themselves and see the match. keep me interested. So,
Amen, brother. I'm exactly like you. I don't give a fuck who's wrestling. I'm attending the XPW show. I'm going.
yeah, exactly. It's kind of like, bands, bands, the music industry and wrestling, they're kind of similar parallel. Like, you get the punk rock to the indie side of it. Of course, you got the big thing there, you have to tell it the wrong side, but all the other things to make you with what you got. But it's like seeing a band, right? Like, you kind of hope to hear some songs, and you kind of have, oh, yeah, I'm going to do this song. But in the end, you don't know what their set list is like. You just go up and, like, whatever type of song they play is just doing me. Same thing with wrestling. It's like, yeah, maybe I have certain expectations or idea that, yeah, so-and-so's probably going to do this or that, or so-and-so's going to do that. But that unknown in between is what we look forward to. It's like, okay, we're going to see what happens. And if a band happens to play that one song, like, oh, did they play that live? Heck yeah. Then they'll oh shit, did they actually pull this off or whatever. It always makes that cool.
For sure, dude. I'll see you at that show too, by the way. So.
Hell yeah. Look forward to it.
I'll be there. I'll be there at 11 a.m. and fucking 1 a.m. cleaning that motherfucking church.
Yeah, dude. I've never been that spot where I get to a little church. I didn't know. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be cool. And I think every XPW show is always a party. That's what I love about it.
Yeah, I was just there yesterday. Well, I didn't go to the venue because it was at nighttime, but I went to a ska show, and the area is not the greatest, but I would recommend you go early to get parking because parking is kind of sketchy with homeless and shit.
Yeah, because I know it's on the south side of like Alameda, right? It's like where the arts district, when you go south to it's kind of like the last section, I think, or something.
It's like basically 2 minutes from where the Circle 6 Deathmatch show was down in Coyote.
Oh, that 1720 warehouse. Was the one?
Yeah, it's right on the bridge where Ball Heights meets LA. It's right there.
Oh, okay. Cool. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, pretty much parts always involved when we're in LA, but I know what you mean. So, yeah.
And I'm such a fucking hardcore fan that helps out so much. I'm literally gonna go the week before, the April, I think, like 9th, to go scope the area and show the fans where to park and etc.
Yeah, no, that's good. I love the idea. Maybe like snapshot and circle. Hey, let's do it here. Watch here.
Exactly. For sure.
Even at that 1720 that area was a little sketchy too, you know what I mean? I was like, what the fuck, whatever.
Oh, no.
That's what we were talking about, like, when the punk rock metal gigs, right? Sometimes they're going to be families that aren't the greatest, so you just got to do what you got to do.
No. The 1720 spot is horrible. The place we have, the church, is nothing like that. It's like you see like one homeless guy.
Oh, damn, nice, yeah. The 1721, yeah, man, those are fucking campers and all sorts of shit, man.
Yeah.
I think my car was still here.
Because that area, they only have street parking. They don't have a parking lot like the fucking Derby room. So first come.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I think that's the Derby room show. But,
yes, sir. Too.
My own, I'll still go over SPW.
All right, and last thing. All right, so Hardware is gonna perform May 18th somewhere in LA. I'm still figuring it out. It's gonna be a backyard or a venue, but again, venues are a bitch because you gotta tell them it's a death match or be hush about it. So I'm gonna try to get a backyard.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. Yeah.
So, and you guys are gonna be opening the show, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm looking forward to it. So.
And after your band, fucking JD Horror's punk band's gonna play Hostile Takedown.
Yeah, dude, that shit's gonna be bad. I'm actually looking forward to that a lot. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I got him on a double deal for him to be main event and his band. So I'm like, fuck yeah. Yeah,
dude, that's gonna be badass.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna play my band GXH right after his band. And then the main event band will be a big grindcore band in the scene called Bad Acid Trip.
Oh, right on. Yeah, I've heard of that. I haven't really heard any of this stuff, but that's pretty cool.
And so tickets will be on sale soon, and information On May 18th, GXH and Venom Wrestling from New Jersey presents Hellraiser in LA. So stay tuned.
Fuck yeah. Badass.
All right, Michael, thank you for the interview, and Bonecrusher forever, and I'll see you in XPW Baptized in Blood 4.
Awesome. Sounds good, man.
All right, have a good day.
You.
Thank you.
All right.